Okay, just yeah, make sure that you are muted if you don't mind. Thank you. Okay, thanks for joining me tonight for our first Power Hour of 2018. We had our first team call, but I am going to spend a little bit of time. I basically wanted to share everything that I've been doing with this push group mastermind. So I know I've talked to several of you about it and I've posted in the team page, but Josh Coates is a push coach with the John C. Maxwell group. And he basically, his mission is to help entrepreneurs reach their full potential. And he works with, right now, primarily a lot of Beachbody coaches. And I am in his Push Life community that he has, and then I'm also in a small group mastermind working with I think there's like 8 of us in that group. And basically there are different training calls in his Push Life community. And then there are also the mastermind calls where we get on these calls and we get basically he does kind of a lesson with us, like a quick lesson, and then he coaches us one-on-one. So it's kind of cool because he works through, I share my successes and struggles and he works through them with me, but then I also get to listen to kind of what other coaches are going through and hear him coach them through it too. So it's kind of a cool setup, something different. Totally different from what I've done. And his whole thing is completely pushing you out of your comfort zone. I mentioned in one of my posts that he says, goals are not meant to be reached. They're meant to stretch you. So he's all about getting out of your comfort zone and whatnot. So, and in this group, I also have a tracker that he created. It's like an Excel spreadsheet, and I basically have to check in every single day. So we do our tracker check. I still have my regular tracker that I check in with you guys, but I have this tracker that's I'm going to share the different activities with you that we do, and I check in every single day on this tracker because one of his biggest things is accountability. So anyway, so that's just a little backstory on what I'm doing with him, and I wanted to share some of the things that have kind of been working for me. I feel like I made a really big shift coming out of 2017 into 2018, ready to go, excited for our team. And, I kind of felt like I was just going through the motions at the end of the year almost. And I needed to snap out of it. So here I am feeling really good about things and starting off the year very excited. So, okay, let's look at what I put together for you. Okay, Amanda, can you see it? The screen? Okay, awesome, because I can see your face. All right, so first thing I just wanted to mention, I posted in our team page, but because I know that on our team call, I talked about back to basics, and I talked about the importance of really being set with your being a product of the product, whatever program you're doing. I see tons of you guys doing 80-day obsession, by the way, and I don't know about you, but it has me super fired up, and it's really fun to be doing a program with so many of you. So I'm pretty pumped about that. But also the importance of personal development. So I just wanted to put this out here one more time. These 2 books, Jumpstart Your Thinking by John C. Maxwell and Be Obsessed or Be Average. The Jumpstart Your Thinking is this small little book. And if you're not doing any personal development at all, this is an awesome way to introduce yourself to it and get into a habit. Or even if you're not maybe you're doing personal development, but it's not quite a habit. This, maybe some days you're doing it and some days you're not. I think that this is an excellent way to ensure that you're getting personal development in every single day. What it is it's a 90-day improvement plan, and it's all about your thinking. So I'm doing this with my challengers. So that's another suggestion. If you want to encourage your challengers to do any type of personal development, this is also a great way to get them involved with personal development. But each day has a quote and a short passage, and then there's a place for you to reflect. So you can see it's just like a 2-page spread, super short, does not take you a lot of time to complete, but gets you really thinking and can get you in the habit. And then the other one is Be Obsessed or Be Average. I was looking for a new PD book, and I've read the 10X Rule, which is awesome. And I kind of just thought, like, I'm doing 80-day obsession. This has the word obsessed in it. And at our Super Saturday weekend in Pittsburgh, Ashley Laughlin mentioned this book, Be Obsessed or Be Average. And then she actually talked about it again on a call she did for Team Dynasty. So I heard it a couple times and just thought, I felt like that was a good way to go. So those are just my 2 suggestions. All right. My throat's really dry, so sorry if I have to stop and get a drink so I don't have a coughing fit. Okay, we're just going to take 3 minutes really quick. This is another important thing that I, coming into the new year and figuring out your schedule. So we talked about, product to the product, personal development, connections and invites, and, of course, recognition. I don't have that on here. I feel like recognition is kind of built like throughout my day because I'm constantly recognizing and acknowledging what challengers are doing and everything. It doesn't always have to be some big, like, elaborate post on my timeline or anything. Even just the little things, even the little messages that I send to my challengers, I feel like that's a natural thing I do throughout the day. But I think it's really important to schedule these things into your day and figure out when you can make it a non-negotiable. So the 3 things I want you to look at are when you can fit in your personal development each day, when you do your workout, and I put my shake on there, but you don't have to, and when you can do your connections and invites. So I would love for you to look at tomorrow. Look at your schedule tomorrow. Maybe you're like me and have a paper planner. Maybe you're digital and have everything online or on your phone. But I would love for you to take a minute and look at your day tomorrow, look at the rest of the week maybe, and figure out when you can make these like a part of your routine each day. Because I think this is very important to be consistent. And I would love for you to comment in our little chat box with what time you are doing these things. So we're just taking 2 minutes to do this. This is just a quick 2 minutes, okay? So personal development, workout, connections, invites. And I'm going to stop sharing so I can look in the comments real quick. My gosh, Diana, 4 a.m. You're crazy, girl. But you are committed. Are you eating at 3 a.m.? Oh my gosh, you're amazing. It's not working out? 2 days.
My BLT sandwich at 3 a.m. was delicious, though.
That's so funny. All right, I love these, and I love that we're sharing them because I just want you guys to get other ideas of what people are doing and just kind of see how people's schedules are going. So if you just comment in the chat box. I love that. Yeah, personal development in the car. Your personal development might happen in the car every day. That's perfect. Oh my gosh, Lola, you work out for a long time, girl. These are awesome. During lunch, in the evening, I love how Jess, I think it was you that referenced Power Pockets. Okay, I love this. So you can go back and check that out. I just wanted to take a minute to do that. But I just wanted to stress the importance of scheduling it and figuring out when you can do it. You know, you're on this call. I assume that you want, and I've talked to a lot of you. A lot of you, I've had some one-on-ones recently and chatted with you, and I know that you want to succeed. You have goals that you want to reach. So in order to do so, I feel like I'll use myself as an example. It took me a long time to really, even now, even this year, having a different mindset to really treat this like a business. Like if you want to succeed, if you want to reach your goals, you have to treat it like a business and you have to schedule the time and make that time. So, okay. All right. I'm going to go back to sharing. Okay. So now I'm just going to get into what I've been doing. And I want to say before I share that, like I said, these are like, I have really, big goals for our team this year, and I'm really excited. And I've really decided that I need to make a breakthrough. That's my word of the year, and want to push myself entirely out of my comfort zone. So some of these numbers might be like, whoa, I can't do that. But I'm just being honest with you with the numbers that I have been given, and I can share how we can adapt those numbers for you. But I just want to share my schedule, because I feel like this schedule, like when I look at my tracker now, I meant to leave it out already. So like I have all of my days like doing almost like it's like I'm doing everything every single day. But the way that this tracker that I'm doing with Josh breaks it down according to each day. So I like that, and I have been following it better than what I've been doing in the past. Okay, so Monday through Thursday are the same. On the tracker, it's workout, drink your shake, obviously, 20 connections, 10 invites, tracking your connections and invites, expanding your network, personal development, affirmations, and posting 2 times a day. So I will tell you with this mastermind, he is suggesting 2 times a day at least for posting. So that's been kind of my focus, to get 2 solid posts. I think I've been doing a third post pretty much most days too, because that's kind of what I'm used to. But I definitely have scaled down my posting, I will say. I was doing more like 5 posts a day, and now I'm doing more like 2 to 3 posts a day. Especially for those of you that were at the Pittsburgh Super Saturday, Friday night, Ashley Laughlin talked, and she talked a lot about like having those super solid posts on your timeline, and then the other little posts being more in your stories, like your IG stories and Facebook stories, those kind of like behind the scenes stuff there, and just solid posts on your timeline, and not just, kind of posting to post.
Sorry, Michelle, are your 2 posts then a day like Beachbody related posts?
I'm going to share the posting categories.
Okay.
You're ahead of the game, Heather. So yeah, no, he gives us categories of posts, and I'll share that. So as far as tracking my connections and invites, I'm still using my notebook like initially, and then I'm getting my information into Google Streak too, because and I did a team call on Google Streak, so that's a totally different subject if you want to learn more about Google Streak, or we did a team call on that. So that's what I'm using to track my connections and invites. As far as expanding my network, I'm expanding my network through Facebook and Instagram, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. My personal development is done each morning during my Miracle Morning, and as part of my Miracle Morning are my affirmations. He does give like some affirmations too, but I have like a list already of my own affirmations. So that is Monday through Thursday. Okay, so Friday is different. You'll see how the one thing that's different, instead of making new connections on Friday, I'm doing 40 follow-ups, which has been really good for me to be disciplined to be doing those 40 follow-ups. So basically any of those people that I am inviting that week, and you know, a lot of people that we like don't hear from and things like that, I am able to kind of follow up with them really quick. And usually my message during the week is like a typed out message, but my follow-ups, I've been using voice messages to do follow-ups. So that's kind of how I switch it up, and you know, just check in to see if they got my message, and just to follow up to see if they were interested, because if they were, I didn't want them to miss out, that kind of thing. And then you have to track your follow-ups and your invites, still expand your network, personal development, affirmations, and posting 2 times a day. So that all of that's the same. It's just on Fridays, I have 40 follow-ups instead of 20 new connections. So that brings me to, and like I said, these numbers are big. Like if I was a new coach on this call, I'd be like, what the heck? So please don't like panic whatsoever. I've been a coach for 5 years now. So I would bring those numbers down for you. So, cause I'm doing like 80 connections, 50 invites. Well, you do not need to do that many, you know, you can bring that to maybe like 5 connections a day, 3 invites a day. Okay. So if you're doing the 5 connections Monday through Thursday, that's like, you know, 20 connections. And if you're doing 3 invites Monday through Friday, then that's like 15 invites. Okay. See how you can bring those numbers down a little bit. And then instead of being 40 follow-ups, maybe it's 10 follow-ups. Okay. So if you wanted to use this system, you can easily bring those numbers down to help you meet your goals. All right. So that's my Friday schedule. Okay, and then Saturday and Sunday, which I like, I'm not doing any connections or invites. I might do some follow-ups here and there because people are still, you know, getting back to me and sending me messages and stuff. But, you know, I'm naturally still maybe getting in conversation with people. But my focus on Saturday is, you know, still my workout, Shakeology, content creation. That's like any content that you're creating for your challenge groups, your free groups, your posts, whatever that may be, dedicating some time to do that. Of course, still personal development, affirmations, and posting 2 times a day. And then Sunday, I mean, I still do my workout, drink my shake, do my personal development, affirmations, all that stuff. But on his tracker, he has plan out your week and a coaching opportunity post. So actually every Sunday night, he suggests doing a coaching opportunity post. Because that's a night when everyone's kind of like getting back on social media and, you know, starting the week, and, you know, maybe they're happy about starting the week. Maybe they're happy about a Monday. Maybe they're not too happy about a Monday, but you kind of get them at that time on Sunday evenings. So that's what my weekend schedule looks like. And I feel like just having this schedule just allows for me to not carry over my activities and try to play catch up on the weekend. However, some of you might have, you know, that block of time in the weekend that you want to work, you know, and that's quite all right. But with like our schedules with our family, with my family and the kids' sports and all the activities and everything going on, this is like a much better schedule for me on the weekend. All right. So here's what you were talking about, Heather. These are the posting categories that he suggests. And obviously you would just like spread them out throughout the week. He has them on certain days, but you can do them whenever. So fitness and health 2 times a week, a lifestyle post 2 times a week, coaching breadcrumb 2 times a week. So this is a little different. So for the coaching opportunity post, you might go into more detail about how the coaching opportunity has changed your life. A coaching breadcrumb post is more like, you know, how is coaching kind of fitting into your everyday life? How is, how has it benefited you? How has it positively impacted you? Like just a little something. If you want to know the difference, so Sunday evening, I did my coaching opportunity post. And then tonight, I actually did my coaching breadcrumb post. So you can kind of see the difference in what I did if you wanted to look at an example. Engagement posts. So you might have seen some coaches doing this, but this is like strictly to increase engagement on your page. So for example, I did an engagement post today. I was going to the grocery store today, which is off because we had my in-laws here this past weekend and we kind of went grocery shopping for the weekend and carried into the beginning of the week on like Friday. So I got away with having them here and everything. I got away with going to the grocery store today, which was just strange. Anyways, I ended up just asking people how often they go to the grocery store. And I used that question because first of all, it was like relating to my current situation, but it kind of got me in some good conversations about asking people about meal planning, how often they meal plan or if they even meal plan. Some people go to the grocery store every day, which that's crazy to me. But there are some people that meal plan for like 2 or 4 weeks at a time. It was, but it got in good conversations. But I usually try to ask an engagement question that is something that's, going on with me. Like, maybe about like, now I'm like losing my ideas that I've done in the past. But again, you can look at my page and you can see I pretty much do a status with like the colored background or I might do a picture, but most of the time it's just the colored background that you can do now on Facebook and ask a question to get engagement, and I can engage in the comments that people are leaving. Progress pic. So this can be like a progress picture of you, or this could be like a transformation progress picture. Like I used one of me one day after the 3-day refresh. And then I've used like something from 80-Day Obsession, all the pictures that we've seen from 80-Day Obsession. I've used one of those. So that could be either or. Go live. So here's another example. Like he has you going live, so this on your timeline 1 time a week. But I have been trying and kind of failing lately to go live 7 times a week, but I'm trying to go live in different places. I want to go live in my free group community. I want to go live in my, in my challenge group. I want to go live on my timeline, on my like page, that kind of thing. And then freebies 2 times a week and a coaching opportunity post 1 time a week. So those are the different posting categories. Does that help, Heather? Okay. I can actually see you.
Michelle, can you say, what are the freebies? Is that like actually giving something away or a tip?
Okay, sorry. No, freebies is actually like whatever you choose kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I've been doing 20 connections a day, and I wanted to share kind of how I'm making that connections list, because I know some people are like, who do we talk to? Who do I message? Whatever. So this has been kind of like a system that's working for me. Each day, now you could do this when you sit down to do your connections and invites that day, or you can do it the night before. But this is another kind of habit or routine you could get into to making a list to have it ready for you. So this is how I create my list each day for my connections and my invites. I go to the birthdays automatically, and instead of, posting on their timeline, I send them a private message just asking them how they are and, and connecting with them that way. That gets me, a lot of people that I have not, maybe I didn't talk to them since like sometimes their last birthday, but sometimes, it's been a while and everything. So that gets me good connections. I always look at my previous day's posts. I go through all my new friends that I've made through Facebook and Instagram, when I'm expanding my market. Sorry. And then I have Google Streak. I have all of my contacts, connections through Facebook and Instagram that I'm able to go through because I always date it. The last time I connected with them. So I'm able to go back through there to see who I haven't, talked to in a while. If I still need more people to make that 20 in that list of 10, if that makes sense. So that's basically where my connections and invites are coming from. And I'm doing a lot of the new connections because I'm expanding my market. Jordan just got home from wrestling. It's okay. Take your shower. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Hey, Michelle, can I ask another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you think about your connections versus your invites? Like, are your invites always people who you've recently connected with, or do you sometimes just reach out to someone, that you maybe haven't been talking to in a while to do a direct invite?
So I've kind of pushed myself out of my comfort zone a little bit more. For instance, even with like my breadcrumb posts and my coach opportunity posts, I've been reaching out more to those people. And, yes, the people that I connect with are always people that are engaging in my posts, and we've at least connected recently. They're not completely like people that I haven't been talking to at all. But I have been even sending invites for like my challenge groups and stuff, which I'll talk about with some sample invites. I've even like gotten a little more, pushed myself out of my comfort zone a little bit more with those invites, because they have liked and commented, and I know they're engaging. So I figure, why not ask them? Especially for coaching, I've been inviting for the coaching opportunity a lot more with my breadcrumb posts and my coach opportunity posts. Okay, so expanding my market. So what I've been doing for this, I've been doing 25 new Facebook friends and 25 new Instagram friends weekly. That's a weekly number. So again, you could decrease that number to maybe 5 or 10, whatever you would feel comfortable with. But most of my Facebook friends are coming from friends of friends, not the people you may know. It's more like, Diana and I see Diana, so you're right underneath me. Diana works in a school district. She was a teacher. She's an admin now. And I know that, like I connect with her, so I feel like she would have friends that I would connect with too. And I end up going through her friends list and, see people that I have mutual friends with Diana, and I'll friend request them. And then with Instagram, it's a little different because you can go to like interests you have through hashtags. I go to different stores I like, brands I like, things like that, and find people that way. But I'm always expanding 25 Facebook friends and 25 new Instagram friends. All right, so before we start working, I'm going to share some sample connection messages that I've been using. And you can read through these, but they're just ideas of how I'm connecting. Like the first one is someone that that we have mutual friends. So this is typically what I say. How are you? Looks like we have some mutual friends. How old is your little one? She's so cute. I'm connecting with a lot of moms. So, I'm often asking them about their children. Jody is someone I have not talked to in a long time. So, I am just reconnecting with her about, and right now it's easy to use the holidays. How are your holidays? That kind of thing. And then the last one is just a birthday message, just more than just like, hey, happy birthday. I kind of say, how are you? How are your holidays? I hope you're doing well. Happy birthday. Enjoy your day. A little bit more than just happy birthday. Especially like, hopefully, you ask how they are, how their holidays, they will respond. But, I still get a lot of like, thank you, which is okay. Okay, so here's some sample invite messages and some of what I was talking about. I was, I've been this is a week I struggle with. Okay. So, beginning of the month, is when we start our challenge groups. Well, I typically start my challenge group at the beginning of the month. Second week, this month, because we started like the 8th, it was kind of like the third week of the month was my free group. We have our coach open house there, I have things to invite to, but then when I get in my free group week, it's kind of like, all right, what do I invite to? Because it's technically in the middle of a challenge group, Not quite when I'm like re-enrolling for a new month, you know, and I was trying to like figure out how, because that's where I had to like stretch myself and figure out how I was going to consistently get this many invites in every day and each week. So I kind of came up with this wording, you know, and again, these are people that are interacting with my posts and things. So now it's the beginning of the year. So this is like a good time. Like, I feel like an easier time to reach out to people. But so this is how I worded it. I said, "Hi, Nikki, how are you? I hope your week is going well." And obviously this is someone that I've been connecting with lately. But I said, I thought I would check in to see if you were interested in working towards any fitness or nutrition goals in the new year. If you are, I'd love the opportunity to help you. Let me know. So I figured getting the conversation going like that. Of course, I'm going to invite them to I have a New Year Healthy You group going on, and it's going to be going on through, I'm hoping March. That I'm actually hoping to continue it I didn't really specify an end date, but our plan is to keep it through March to keep it engaged and going. So of course I will add her in there, but it's not like I'm specifically inviting her to a group, which is what I usually do. So this is kind of how I just tweak the wording a little bit. And then same thing with Jill. It's just the same kind of message, but I specified a little bit more because I know some of the things that she likes to do for her workouts. And then this is an example of, so Christy is also a fellow teacher. She liked my coaching opportunity post. She is very like regimented with like her fitness routine and stuff. So I put, "How are you? How are your holidays? I hope you are great. Your school year is going well." And then I just said, "I know you have such a strong fitness background and teachers love to serve and help others. I was wondering if you have ever thought about doing something like I do with coaching." So that was my way of, you know, kind of planting the seed and asking her if she had ever thought about it. All right, I'm seeing lots of stuff in the chat. Let me check it real quick. So, what is your frequency for streak time? So what do you mean? I mean, like how, like, do I set a certain time before I connect with them again?
Yes. Like, how long do you go in between your first contact to your second contact that you would say, "Oh, it's time for me to touch base with them again"?
Well, I don't necessarily have a specific amount of time, but now that I'm doing 40 follow-ups every Friday, like if I sent them a message at the beginning of the week and I haven't heard from them, then they might be one of my people that I end up following up with on Friday. Because basically when I make my follow-up list on Friday, I look through those past people who I've connected with or invited and haven't heard from. So I don't really have a specific date, and I don't have like the paid version where I remind myself right now. So I kind of just go back in there and check out my dates. Okay, so Terry, you find it challenging. Yeah, and sometimes conversations fizzle out, and that's why at least I have the date of the last time I talked to them, and I can go back through streak, and those will always be my people that I can either reconnect with or follow up with. But I usually just try, like some people, yeah, are really engaging. And then some people do fizzle out. It depends on the person. Okay. I think that's all the questions. You guys are like responding back and forth to each other, right? If anyone has any other questions, we can unmute at the end. I just want to get to our assignments because I talked a lot and I'm sorry, but I just really wanted to go over everything that I've been doing. I feel like if I'm doing this training, I want to share it with all of you. So here are our assignments. You can use my method or use your own, but to create that connection and invite list, send 5 connection messages, 3 invites, create a coach breadcrumb post, and then send 5 friend requests on Facebook and follow 5 new people on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram and don't really use Instagram, you can eliminate that. But everything else, I think that you guys can do. Does anyone have any questions? I'm actually going to post the entire PDF for this in our One second, okay? I'm actually going to post this entire presentation in a PDF in our team page, and then I'll post these assignments separate as a post. Okay. Any questions? Oh, stinker, get her down. Sorry, my cat's being bad. Okay. All right. So we have 20 minutes to work, and then we will come together again at the end. I have some drawings to do and one more thing to mention. And if you have any questions, just unmute yourself. All right, let's bring it back together really quick. Did everyone get a good amount of stuff done? Yes? Good. Hopefully what I shared was helpful. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Really quick, the last thing, and I don't even have to share it. I'm not going to share it because it was more on there as a reminder for me about Team Cup. So Team Cup is next month. And I know there are some questions. I have a post I'm going to share right now for you guys to comment who wants to be in. But Team Cup is basically a chance to work together with 5 coaches total closely. Maybe give yourself those push goals, work together to reach them, support one another. And in the process, you can win some fun prizes too. That's just kind of the incentive for collaborating, supporting, and changing lives. So I would love for us to get as many coaches on our team together to come up with as many teams as we want. So I'm going to make a post, and if you want to join a team, tell us what your goals are. Tell us that you want to join a team. Oh, so you get points for Success Club, and you also get points. I just read in the FAQ, it's 1 point for every Success Club point. And then actually, if you rank advance during Team Cup month, it's 3 points for rank advancing. So something to keep in mind just to help, push you a little bit more and to have a group to stay accountable with. So I'll post that in the page. Okay, and then really quick, so thank you. I feel like our Coach Open House was really awesome because we had so many people participating. We had Kristen, Heather, Amy, Diana, Brittany, Terry, Nicole, Dawn, Michael, Jess, Kimberly, Amanda, Kelly, Rachel, and Stephanie all participated and either did a video, shared on the first post, and I think that was awesome. If we can do that every month, I feel like our Coach Open House is a very good way to share the opportunity. So this over Christmas, when we were all sick, actually when I wasn't sick yet, when it was Jordan and we were kind of homebound, Rob and I purged, and in the process I found so many good prizes for you guys and for my challengers. So I'm going to utilize them. So anyways, I'm picking a person to win a prize. I put them old school in a hat, drawing from a hat. Oh, okay, Kristen, she's not on the call right now, but she is getting Kristen Barber is getting a prize from me. And all of you lovely ladies who were on live tonight, you are going in a hat now. Wait, I need to leave Kristen's name. And Nicole, you are a winner. So I will be sending you a prize as well. So thanks for getting on tonight. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope you found tonight helpful. And I hope you have a good night. Bye. Get to bed so everyone can get up early and eat your pre-workout meal and work out. All right. Bye.